I went to a meeting at the Jackson County Courthouse where the local government there is trying to decide whether or not to approve a new granite rock quarry. Dozens of local residents showed up to oppose the quarry, which would be built along the Oconee River upstream from Athens.
They want to build this on top of the largest groundwater recharge area in Jackson County, which replenishes the aquifer that's used not only by Jackson County, but Athens, Clarke County, and counties south. Once that aquifer is polluted, it cannot be restored. So we're really concerned about the water quality. We're trying to maintain the rural and agricultural identity of that land where it is right now. Really, there's just nothing good coming out of this.
A representative from Vulcan Materials, the company proposing the quarry, was there to speak up for the project.
Some of the benefits from this is that it is material that will go directly into the county and surrounding areas infrastructure. It helps with roads, bridges, hospitals, and schools. So fundamentally, the material that would be extracted from the ground will go into developing the community and the county. Beyond that, as part of our benefits agreement, which was done with a variety of stakeholders over a period of 2 years, a 900-acre property, only about 10% of that is actually going to be mining area where we will have a pit. Over 200 acres of it is for conservation and recreation, and there's actually many other elements to it as well, including material donations to the county and millions of dollars in investment.
I live about a mile away from the quarry where they're going to build it, and I'm worried about my well. I'm worried about having water. As far as Athens, Clarke County goes, they're putting this on the North Oconee River about 6 miles upstream from the J.G. Beecham drinking water plant that handles and purifies all the drinking water for Clarke County. This has the potential to pollute the water for more than 100,000 people.
I also spoke with the conservation director for the Oconee River Land Trust. She told me how she's helped to preserve hundreds of acres of wildlife habitat very close to the proposed quarry.
This area of the county is designated ag and conservation land. To have this many landowners that we already have that have protected all these properties is super exciting. This community should be so excited about this that they would no way entertain allowing an industry to come in and disrupt this. To have unfragmented conservation land is super important. Those conservation easements that we hold adjacent to the property, they actually have heron rookeries, wetlands, a lot of frontage on the river. We have mesic slope forest with diversity of wildflowers. We probably, 500 trilliums have been documented, which is huge. I've never seen that many trilliums, which is a wildflower that grows only in very undisturbed sites. Last year, the Audubon Society came out and documented a rare bird, the lumpkin bird, wading in the river. And so there's such important habitats here. I think all of these plants and animals won't be able to handle the dust and the contamination. A lot of different heavy metals and different things can be part of quarrying and end up in the river.
For us, we are industry leaders when it comes to safety, health, and the environment, and we don't believe that this will pose any undue off-site impact or harm the health and the well-being of the community. In fact, very much the opposite. We've gone through any number of measures to ensure that what we are doing takes into account the latest in safety, health, and environmental. So much of what we try to do from an environmental side is we have our own expert teams in-house, right? We have expert and trained mining engineers, geologists, and environmental scientists. But we also try to take it a step further, too. And we work with third-party expert consulting firms, not to confirm what we're saying, but to independently study the site itself. So our findings do not show that our mining operation would have any impact off-site.
The fact that the person that spoke just before me is trying to make this sound like a very responsible project is unrealistic. And I would say that Vulcan doesn't have a great track record. You can go online and look at the violations they have, 36 environmental related offenses totaling over $3 million. And I don't believe that they're going to do what they say because they haven't in the past. I just don't understand this. Jackson County has a beautiful resource, and I really hope that they'll choose to protect it.
The Jackson County Commission will vote on the quarry on November 18th. If you want to oppose the project, you can find a petition and other steps at stopsouthjacksonrockquarry.net.